All right, so I found a little technique to set goals that are much more achievable. You can set the same goals and achieve them, but there's a different way of framing goals. I'm going to share it with you. It's made me shitload of money. In life, there's a lot of things, right? But there's two things we're going to focus on in this video: human beings and goals, right? So when it comes to humans and goals, a lot of people are really bad at goal setting. You've probably set goals before, tried to achieve them, hasn't worked, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to share something with you that will completely change your life. So you have a human and you have a goal, right? Now, you, as a human, you can choose your goal based on yourself, or you can choose yourself based on your goal. The former is shit, and the latter is amazing. Let me explain. So my name is Charlie Morgan. I've built and scaled 2 companies, an agency to 7 figures called NorthFlow Consulting, served over 350 clients, and now I've sold that, and a coaching business called Imperium Agency, scaled that to 270 clients, and it's a multi-7-figure coaching business. Nothing to sell you, no 997 course or anything. The purpose of these videos is to make client acquisition easy. We only work with established agency owners or coaches or consultants already making 10 grand a month or more. If you fit into that category, you can check the first link in the description. If you don't worry. If you don't want to, that's fine. So you can basically choose your goal based on yourself, or you can choose yourself based on your goal. So this is really cool. And I'm going to unpack this because when you understand this, life kind of gets a bit different and more exciting. So in life, you are who you are right now. And if you set a goal for yourself, then what's probably going to happen is you're going to limit yourself based on where you currently are. So if you're not making any money at the moment, you might set a goal of a couple of thousand a month, and your behavior and your actions and the outcome you can manifest will be strictly limited to that which you have set for yourself. Understand that if you want whatever you want to achieve, you can. But you will only ever achieve what you believe you can achieve, and what you believe you can achieve is contrasted against your current situation. And this happens to everyone, but it's really important to open your eyes here. So if you set the goal of 10K a month, it's because you see that as the best outcome possible for you, and your current situation supports that. That's a strong argument because the contrast is so extreme. And so you select your goal based on where you are at the moment, and it creates a problem. The second thing, and the better thing to do, is what I like to do, where I don't set goals. I will set a goal or a premise or an outcome that I want to accomplish, but I will set characters and personal attributes that I need to accomplish to achieve the goal. So I pick the thing that I want, which is usually mission-based, not tangible incentive-driven like money. Kind of make client acquisition easy is my goal. And then that's quite a big thing to do, right? And I don't mean that for myself, I mean it for everyone, with this channel, with my clients. And so once I've selected the mission or the big goal, then what I have to do is choose myself. And I have to basically, instead of choosing a goal, I choose it's really weird to articulate. It's hard because you kind of get trapped with the overlay. So you can choose your goal based on who you are right now, or you can choose who you are now based on a goal. So what you do, instead of choosing what most people do, which is basically just setting a goal and then they are who they are and then they achieve the goal, I like to set the goal that's really high and then have to become someone that can do that, if that makes sense. So instead of basically being static in my sense of self, my identity, and having my current identity set a goal that it believes it can achieve, I will step out of myself and basically go and explore something way beyond my capabilities at current, my current capabilities. And then I'll take that thing and I'll basically think well, what can I do and what do I have to become to achieve that? So you don't achieve goals by achieving goals. You achieve goals by becoming he who can or she who can. So everybody's focus is on trying to achieve the goal, but my focus is on trying to achieve the character and the person and becoming that person and growing into that person. And by doing that as a byproduct, the goal will naturally manifest. And so going back to this, you don't really want to if you set a goal for yourself, then you have to understand it's going to be very limited based on your current situation in life, right? You're going to if you're making $1 grand a month and you see 10 grand a month as the be all and end all of success, then that's all you're ever going to achieve in the current state you're in. But as soon as you see past your current situation and you sort of take yourself out of your own shoes and you start thinking about more problem-based, becoming a mission-based entrepreneur as opposed to a money-based entrepreneur, then things work. Now, the key to this is you kind of have to get through your own psychological bullshit before you can. So if you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, that's supposed to be a triangle. If you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we see that from the bottom up, we have safety needs, we have belonging, we have all of this stuff. And then at the top, you have self-actualization. And you can't really become a mission-led entrepreneur until you've taken care of all the psychological baggage that you've got as a result of starting a business. If you want to start a company and actually build something for yourself and become free, it's almost always going to be for some sort of weird psychological reason. There's going to be some sort of psychological baggage you're carrying around. For example, I started my first business because I was angry, I was isolated, I felt lonely and weak, and like I wanted to prove to myself and to other people that I wasn't like that and had the ability to do more. And so my entrepreneurial flair came from like a fucked up psychological state, basically. And most people do, and that's fine. And you might not think you have that, but as soon as you start analyzing why you want things beyond the first level reasoning of money and freedom, you then get down to this sort of weird deep level thing where it's grandiosity, it's ego, it's narcissism, it's anger, it's pride, it's hate. And you might not like what you find, but you need to find it so you can dig it up. As soon as you dig it up, and as soon as you address that part of yourself and integrate that into your current sense of self and bring it out from the shadow into the conscious mind, then you're a whole part of yourself, and you can basically have this self-actualization thing. So just remember, you can choose yourself based on your goal, or you can choose your goal based on yourself. And if you have the second one, like if you choose the goal based on yourself, then you're always going to be limited by what you can currently achieve or believe you can achieve. But if you have the second one, which is where you base yourself on the goal, you'll never be limited because you can set any goal you want, if that makes sense. It's an amazing little tool, hack, trick, whatever you want to call it. It might take a while for you to actually click with this and understand it, but it's pretty awesome. Basically, instead of setting goals, just set like, you still want to set goals because it's kind of the same thing, but the question is like, do you want to set the goal with your current capabilities in mind, or capabilities in mind that you don't have yet but know you can develop, if that makes sense. That's how I see the thing. It works really well for me. It's made me a lot of money, and I'm sure in the future it will continue to do that for me. If you enjoyed the video, please do like, comment and subscribe, and do anything else you want to do. Also, it'd be interesting to know like what your goal is at the moment, so comment below what are you trying to achieve. You know, hold yourself accountable to this, pop it in the comments, and a lot of people who do that are more likely to achieve it because they've told someone else how to do it. Don't put the bell notification thing on because I don't want to distract you. It's just kind of pointless. I do have something for you. If you are an established agency owner, coach or consultant, you're making 6 figures a year or more, click the first link in the description. You might be a good fit for a project we've got. If you're still yet to get to 6 figures, just keep watching the videos. And once you're there from the videos, see if you want to hop in the program. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Talk to you in the next one. Take care.